This is the second part of the delete lesson, delete law property. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel in order to watch videos in the future as well. Okay, it will facilitate you to see the watch the videos on law delete in the future and subscribe. Okay. The word delete, uh, it has come from the Latin word delictum. The word delict was originated from the Latin term delictum. The delictum meaning is to be at fault. So from the delictum word, Latin word, only delicto has derived. Then in simple terms, it is an intentional or negligent breach of duty of care that inflicts loss or harm, which triggers legal liability for the wrongdoer. In simple terms, it is an intentional or negligent breach of duty of care. There are two aspects. It may be an intentional breach, at the same time it may be a negligent breach of what we call duty of care that inflicts loss or harm. As a result of that duty, the breach of duty of care, a loss or a harm should be resulted, which triggers legal liability for the wrongdoer. So it will impose the legal liability on the wrongdoer. Then when we consider about the R.G. Macron's definition of delict, the breach of a duty imposed by law independently of the will of the party bound, which will ground an action for damages at the suit of any person to whom the duty was owed and who has suffered harm in consequence of the breach. According to R.G. Macron, the breach of the duty is imposed by law independently of the will of the party bound, which will ground an action for damages. So the aggrieved party can apply court for an action for damages. Not like in criminal law, we can't go for a request for a punishment, punishing the person, the wrongdoer. We can recover the damages from the wrongdoer in delict law. Okay. Then in the law of delicts in Sri Lanka derived its origin from two sources. When we consider about the law of delicts in Sri Lanka, it has been derived from two type of sources. One is RDL, we call Roman Dutch law, and EL, English common law. Okay. Then this is Roman Dutch law has been followed in Sri Lanka after the Dutch invasion. Since the proclamation of 23rd 9, 1799, the use of RDL has been granted legal recognition by the British. Okay, after British has come to Sri Lanka, actually the later comers, they have not gone to fully removed the already established Roman Dutch law. Instead they continued it. So even the Britishers, they continued the application of RDL in Sri Lanka, and it was recognized by, it was given the legal recognition by 1799 proclamation. Since the entire body of the RDL was not introduced to Sri Lanka, the English law of tort also have been followed side by side in matters where the Roman Dutch law delicts is either silent or similar. When we can't find any provisions in Roman Dutch law related to some of the delicts, some of the wrongs, then only those British, British rulers, they have applied the English laws tort of law. I mean, in RDL, delict law similar to the English laws tort of law. Okay, then that when the delict is silent, or when the RDL delict is silent or similar, then British judges, they used English law, law of tort principles. Okay, this is the end of my tort law part 2, second lesson. You can join my third law of delict lecture. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe my channel, Sri Lankan law teacher. Thank you very much.